Is it on?
Plug it in?
I don't know. There it is.
Keep it close to your mouth, like it's a dick.
That's a new experience.
That's not what I heard.
That's really loud now.
Alright. I can hear you now.
What's up, everybody? You guys ready to hear some stupid shit? It's gonna be great, you fucking degenerates. It's gonna be great. I drive a minivan, and we use E85 gas because we're cheap. And because we use ethanol in our car, it smells better when we kill ourselves. We can't have flavored vapes in this country, but we can have flavored gas. Spider-Man is my favorite superhero. He was created by being infected by a spider. I had pinworms when I was 10. Waiting. All I got out of that exchange was a violently itchy asshole and a startling lesson in suppositories. No, Mom, I don't need your help. I'm 10. I can stick it in my ass myself. My superpower. I think skinny people's clothes should cost less than fat people's clothes. It's like skinny people tax. I should not be paying for other people's inflation. God damn it. I should not be paying for other people's inflation. You guys know this, but hot dogs are a food designed so that chewing is optional.
Push down.
Any non-chewers in here?
Tasha?
What?
It's an option. It's in the design. I don't like hot dogs, but they've been there with me through a lot of hard times. Told you it's gonna be new shit. Anyone here go to Savannah High School growing up? Yeah? Were there a lot of Indians there? I mean savages. I'm sorry, did you guys call them redskins to their face? No? You guys should sound like Native Americans. This
What?
thing.
Where's the other mic?
You gotta crank it. Is it longer?
I'm trying. They say that ignorance is bliss, but maybe not when you're me and in Atlanta and ignorant to the fact that I must call raccoons by their full name. A lot of melanin in Atlanta. Bad time to try and make friends by explaining coon hunting. I thought their absolute silence and attention meant they wanted more details. You know, my dad and me would meet up around midnight with these old white dudes and their dogs trained to smell out coons. We'd let the dogs go and they would treat a coon, we'd skin it, toss that fucking carcass because that shit's trash. Sometimes the fucking coons get scared, jump out of the tree to attack you, so you have to beat it to death with a flashlight. We'd run them dogs all night. It was good times. These details made the story sound way racist. I never realized how racist coon hunting sounded. I was lucky people realized I was just dumb. Because ignorance is bliss. I gotta figure that one out. Sometimes I eat Rice Krispies, and barely any are on the spoon, but a lot of milk, and I like it. I consume a lot of milk via spoon. If it's in a glass, it might as well be horse cum. I'm not drinking that shit. But if you put that cum in a spoon, I'll call it breakfast. You know all these phrases you hear throughout your daily life, you know, and you're just like, where did that phrase come from? What was the origin? Well, I was wondering the other day about the phrase bottom line. Where'd that come from? But bottom line's origin seems to come from the gay community, showing up around the early 60s in America, meaning a small penis that dictates you might as well just let people fuck you. Bottom line. I gotta figure that one out too. Hang on. Told you we'd try some new shit first.
Oh, I did.
You ever blow on something so hard you pee a little? It's always when I call it quits on cleaning my pipe. I believe in miracles, but after I witnessed the 30th person magically rise from their electric scooter at Disney, something's up. We may need to start checking for disabilities like we do DUIs. Okay, walk in a straight line towards me. But sir, I'm paralyzed. Prove it. Oh, man. So I was in the military, and when you're in the military, you learn a lot of things. You know, and you don't always realize you're going to learn a lot of things. Like, I didn't realize how much science I was going to learn while I was in the military. Well, I had my first science lesson in basic training when one of my fellow soldiers went into heat shock. Our drill sergeants then jumped into action, throwing ice sheets over him and telling us we need to get a core temperature reading. And because of science, this is best done through his ass. Then an overly excited medic pulled out a large rectal thermometer and made it disappear, like a reverse sword in the stone, in his ass. I wish I could say this only happened one time. It happened a lot. And it came to be known as the silver bullet. Something I don't think Coors was aware of. I get a much different feeling inside when that train plows through the walls on their commercials. Especially since they added Charles Barkley to the train. Because he's brown. I got a second science lesson in the military in Ranger Battalion when we were being taught hand-to-hand combat. It's mostly what you expect. Slaps to the ears, hammer fists, elbows, learning how to choke each other to sleep. But then they sprinkled in some science, telling us that in a fight to a death, if you can cause your enemy's brain to experience something new and startling, it'll lag for a few seconds, giving you time to kill them. And because of science, this can be achieved with a good hard finger in your enemy's asshole. This lesson then concluded with practice. They said it was training. It sure felt like a fight for my life. I had some of the nation's top warriors with the stiffest thumbs coming right at me, trying to put me in a sleeper hold and make my asshole hurt. Chappelle warned us about that. His name just wasn't Tyrone. Talk about making your asshole pucker. I was ready to cut rebar. I'd never fought so hard in my life, nor have I violated stronger men. All in the name of science. So when Fauci came on the scene in 2020, telling us all to just trust the science, well, hell, I was bent over before he could finish the sentence. I didn't know what it was, but I knew where it was going. You guys like... Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Don't get so close.
I'm sorry.
Nobody don't like that.
I really like writing jokes. Yeah, I'm pretty passionate about writing dumb shit. And I really have come to enjoy other passionate people. You know? For instance, like Henry Ford. He's a great passionate person. Gave us the first mass-produced vehicle with the Model T in 1908. And then Joseph Schumann, very passionate, created child safety locks on those vehicles. And then in 1964, Volkswagen gave us the first van with a sliding door. And then in 1993, GM said, hold my fucking beer, and gave us the first electric sliding door. These were amazing innovations, guys, amazing. Before all of this, children had to be abducted by horseback. I like guns. You guys like guns?
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking love guns. Guns are great. Oh, man. But I do think we can all agree that there's some people out there, right, that shouldn't have them? Some people? Well, how come if you're on the sexual predator list, you can still buy a van?
Good thinking.
All right, we got any car salesmen here? Anybody sell cars? You know somebody that does, though. Can you please tell them to stop selling vans to sexual predators? We have a list. Can we fucking use it? I mean, my God, it's their assault rifle, and they're giving them upgrades every fucking year. It's sad. I think we should relegate all sexual predators to horse and buggy. You know, help cut down on the child abduction. Epstein Island would never have existed. It would have been a horse camp in Montana. Oh, but sadly, guys, we would no longer be able to trust the Amish. As our nation's predators would move near Amish communities to blend in. And it sounds bad, you know? But maybe it's a win-win. You see, the Amish have been around America for 274 years, guys. That's freedom. And they're famous for not accepting new members, yet continuing to have loads of children. That's incest. We get rid of the sexual predators, and they get tons of new neighbors eager to help with their incest. It's a win-win. God, you guys are a bunch of Amish sympathizers in here. Fucking love the Amish. Just remember, they think you're all going to hell. I'm just trying to return the favor. You guys want some penis shit, don't you? I can see you're craving it. Like, give me some penis shit. Gotcha. I hear you. I told you earlier I'm a veteran. And because I served and fought for Halliburton, I take any injustices that I see in everyday life very seriously, guys. Very seriously. For instance, does anybody here struggle with naps like I do? I struggle with naps. Like, it's rough. You know, living with the national average penis size comes with many struggles in today's society. I mean, just recently, I was shopping for dildos. Let me tell you, I did not feel represented. I think dildos need labels on them, letting people know how much bigger they are than the national average penis size. Because trust me, in the moment is not the time you want them learning what the average is. It's fucking terrifying. And if you don't believe me, well then you've never found yourself in reverse cowgirl with someone pulling up who thinks they've got clearance for 8, but all you got is 6. And if that person on top is drunk, you can say goodbye to their aim as they blindly hammer their body weight onto your dick. You like that? While you're laying on your back helplessly, trying to stay hard, knowing you're just one imagined inch away from Broke Dick Mountain. I mean, guys, Jesus. Just look at me. I'm all bones. If my dick falls out in this situation, it's gonna get the full $1 million baby experience. That's why safe sex for me has always been when I control the thrusts. That way, when my dick falls out, it's on my own terms. I can't complain too much. When you're more represented in the butt plug section, anal sex is not elusive. I'm also pretty pumped about the tens of thousands of Chinese immigrants that have been rushing across the southern border. Help bring down that average. You guys want to hear some poop stuff? Yeah? Poop's so funny. So I have kids. Anybody here have kids? We got any parents? Yeah, that's right. Kids are awesome. Mine are 8 and 11, and they wipe their own ass. That's right. Which means I have a washing machine full of tiny pieces of shit. Because kids can't wipe. Can't. Yeah, but us parents, we put up with it. Because there's nothing worse than wiping someone else's ass. I don't care how much you love them. And if it's not your kid, and you still have to wipe that ass, woo! Those wipes. We all only have so many of those wipes to give out. That's why you read about old people being found in their own filth. They used up all them wipes. I mean, if you came with your significant other today, look at them, long and hard. How many wipes will they have left for you? Do they work in healthcare? If so, just get used to shitting on yourself. Because till death do us part is great, but I'm fucking done wiping your ass, Kathy! My nephew came over to play the other day. Not my kid. And he said he had to poop. Cool. He's 5. He's got this. He yells for me after a few minutes. I figure he wants to show me his turd. Well, I come in. He's standing, hands up, legs spread, ass out, looks over his shoulder and says, "Wipe me!" Now, I'm one for letting everyone parent their own children however they want, as long as it doesn't affect me. But it was very clear in this moment that my sister's parenting style was affecting my life. And I'm thinking in my head, I am not going to do this. But I did it. And I told him what a good job he did too, ensuring myself future soul-sucking endeavors, wiping my nephew's dirty ass. So, between becoming everyone's soulless post-poop bitch and my kids' boxer briefs looking like they were filming Fast 15 in there, I bought a bidet for my toilet, which I had never tried before. I had no previous experience of water sprayed harshly at my asshole. I was just so tired of brown eyes and tiny pieces of shit in my washing machine, I was willing to try anything. And I'd always imagined a bidet to be a soothing experience. But I took care of that. Because I bought the cold water only bidet. Like a high pressure cold plunge. Just for the most tender of holes. The picture on the box was just a man screaming from shock, "Ah!" and certain penis retraction. It was as soothing as removing mud from your body with a garden hose. If it's not coming off, you just spray harder. My pressure control of my cheap bidet has 15 dots on it to represent low to high pressure. I personally never go past dot 5. My balloon knot tends to untie around dot 6 when my bidet goes into enema mode. Not a feature listed in the manual, but a useful one. for when you want to get a head start on the next morning's shit today. It's been a good buy. Vin Diesel is no longer ruining my kids' underwear. And my washing machine has stopped discharging wastewater. I do encourage you all to get a bidet before you use up all them wipes. And it's just cleaning. Just cleaning. It will add a lot of crevices to your toilet to clean them. I think I'm good. I ran through new shit, just bouncing around. I could go forever. But thank you all for a couple laughs. I appreciate it.